Hey YouTube, how's it going? Venomman20 here tonight, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at a viper referred to as Bothrops alternatus. This is the Arutu pit viper, and this viper has a pattern unlike any other in the world. This is actually a part of my series, the Flying Viper. This is part 3 in a 5-part series, and as we go along this series, I'm getting a little bit more toxic, and the snakes are getting a little bit quicker, and things are about to heat up. So stay tuned.
All venomous snake handling in this video is performed by a professional. Please don't try anything you're about to see at home.
So this should be exciting to say the least. These guys are quick. They have a tendency to touch the ground and then fly. Or sometimes they tend to fly off a hook before they touch the ground. So we're going to see how this goes. My goal is to put the snake right here on the table and let you guys see him on the closer camera. Not sure if that's going to work. So if not, I will have to catch a Bothrops, and the video might be cut short. But, yet again, this is only number 3 on the list. We still have 2 to go. So these guys are toxic. They are life-threatening, so I have to take this very seriously. And these guys are quick when they want to be. Hey buddy, I'm going to go real slow. And we're going to see how this goes. I will film this guy in the future eating just because he is amazing. I love this species. So this guy's still very small. So this right here is Bothrops alternatus. This snake can strike much faster than I can react. So I'm going to try not to make him mad. Next time I feed, I will catch that on camera for you guys. But this is a beautiful animal. In my opinion, everybody's favorite is the Gaboon Viper for their beautiful pattern. I think this snake has a better pattern than a Gaboon. Gaboons are amazing, but this snake's pattern is just incredible. So Bothrops alternatus. These guys come from Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. It was originally said that in Brazil, this was the deadliest snake in Brazil. But is that true? So there was a study done in 1949 that showed that out of 6,600 bites, that 384 resulted in amputation and only 2% resulted in fatality. So these guys do have an anti-venom. So if you do get bit, there is hope. Like I said, only 2% fatality. They're non-extremely potent. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on this next story, but I do want you to know, out of private keepers, there was a person in the United States that was tagged by one of these and unfortunately passed away. I don't know details. I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to disgrace anybody, especially in this situation, by giving you something that's completely inaccurate. But it's just a real shame. These guys do have the capability of killing. But, with that being said, in the Bothrops family, there is Bothrops jararaca and Bothrops jararaca sioux, which is also equally potent, a very deadly snake, but they also have a life-saving protein in their venom. These guys, when they bite you, actually control the blood pressure, and they figured out how to isolate this and use this in high blood pressure medication. So without these snakes, you know, my grandma wouldn't be here today. I'm sure someone inside your family wouldn't be here today. So these guys are very important. Now, if you look at the head of these guys, these are actually like a drier Bothrops. Many of the Bothrops, a lot of people hear Bothrops and they think fer-de-lance, which is correct. Fer-de-lance is down in South America, extremely wet areas. These guys are actually from the grassland. These guys are from drier areas. So, with that being said, it tends to be that the drier area Bothrops, the grassland Bothrops, are not as toxic as like the Bothrops asper or the Bothrops atrox. Also, the venom yield is much smaller. If you look at this guy's head, he has a narrow head, which they're called lance heads, but because they're very pointy. But anyway, he's got a very narrow head. He's got a smaller venom yield. But these guys are amazing. I love that pattern. And he is being a sweetheart. I'm so happy that you're being nice. you're not going crazy. He's sensing hard. He's sensing with that tongue. He's trying to figure out, are you going to feed me? Because that's the only reason I'm being nice is because sometimes you give me food. These guys are very food aggressive. Very food aggressive. Not only that, they have a very short trigger. They're like a light switch. They're either on or off. Right now he's off. That's awesome. But you flip him on and he will go nuts. And I mean nuts. I mean striking at everything. A shadow, a bug, doesn't matter. Nuts. Bothrops are very crazy, and it doesn't take much to get them wound up. When I first pulled him out, I'm like, this ain't gonna go good. But so far we're doing very good. I'm very proud of you. I hope all of you guys go like this. Next week we got Bothrops barnetti, which is another one that's very springy. They do have a tendency to strike regardless. This guy actually rides a hook very decent for a Bothrops. Every time I've worked him, he's just been a real sweetheart. Now these guys are very variable in color. Some of them are pretty dark, and then others are pretty pronounced. Like this guy's a nice brown. Some of them are kind of black, but they all have that lighter tinge around their markings. But Bothrops alternatus. Alternatus actually is for alternating. It's Latin for alternating. So it's because their pattern alternates down their back. They're also in some areas called I do believe it's like the cross pit viper. It's because of the crosses in the middle of the circles of the back. But I do love these snakes. Alternatus is probably in my top 1 or 2 Bothrops. I mean, they might be my number 1. They are pretty amazing. Jararaca Sioux is another incredible Bothrops. I love those guys as well. I really wish my secondary camera would focus in on this guy. Here, come over just a little closer. There you go. I just don't want to make you mad. I would love to get a great shot of you, but I don't want you to freak out. It's not what we're going for. He's never been out on the table. This is not a daily routine. This is one of those that we pull out, put into the trash can, clean the cage, put him right back, never mess with him. So he's actually, for never doing this, he's doing wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, you're doing very good. Now, like I said, I am building up a little bit faster, a little bit crazier, and I told you this one's going to be nuts. He's doing good. I'm proud of him. I don't think barnetti is going to go this well. I think next week is going to be very interesting. And the last one might actually go quite well, but I don't get nervous around snakes very often, if ever, anymore. I've been doing this I've been handling venoms for about 15 years now, so I don't want to become complacent, but at the same time, I'm very respectful of them, but I don't get nervous, I don't get shaky. The last snake I have to show you makes me nervous. It's a snake that, it's not that they're crazy, it's not that they're evil, it's not that they're out to get you, it's just that they're so toxic. So it's going to be a real treat, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. I have quite a few more videos coming out because I am trying to upload a video every day of the week this week. Because I kind of took the week off last week. I was a little slow because I just had a rough week. So this week I'm trying to just make up for it. Because my goal by the end of the year is to hit 200 videos uploaded. Don't know if it's possible. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of information there. Yet again, this is a very toxic snake, and these guys can be crazy, even though he's being really docile. Very happy about that. You don't ever want to become complacent, though. Don't ever take for granted that they are being calm. Because like I said, they're like a trigger. He could fly off the table at any moment. Look at everybody. You are pretty, though. Anyway, I do have a Teespring merch store up. I have a link down in the description. If you want some Bothrops t-shirts, I will be working on a couple more here pretty soon, or a Venom Man's Wildlife t-shirt. I do have those out as well. I've had those out for quite a few years now, but still doing that. If you're interested, that would help me out, of course. If not, you can always check out another video. Show your friends this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful night.